A very good afternoon to you tuned into UBC TV. Welcome to our lunchtime news this Tuesday, the 21st of May, 2024. My name is Michael Jordan Dokumwa, and this is what we have for you this afternoon. Few days to the 3rd of June 2024, Uganda Matters Day. Preparations are in high gear to enable thousands that will converge at Namugongo to celebrate comfortably the day. Our reporter passed by the Catholic shrine at Namugongo, where a number of activities are being carried out as we speak in preparations for the celebrations. That's the state of affairs at the Catholic Matters Shrine in Namugongo, and in our subsequent bulletins, we'll give you a picture from both the sites and the Anglican site that has been at Namugongo. Moving on, High Court Criminal Division has declined to grant bail for the second time to Moly Katanga, wife to the deceased Henry Katanga. Although Moly Katanga presented a prisons later, indicating that the prison services cannot handle her health status, Judge Isaac Muwata overruled on ground that since there is improvement in her health status, Moly Katanga can be handled in the prison services. He remanded her to government prison in Luzira until the 2nd of July 2024, when court will start to hear the main suit. Moly Katanga, her daughters Martha Nkwanza Katanga and Patricia Kakwanza, medical practitioner Otai Charles and Shamba Boy, allegedly accused of murdering businessman Henry Katanga on the 2nd of November 2023 at their home in Buya, Chwatu Road, Nakawa Division, Kampala District. Prosecution in this case is represented by Jonathan Muwaganya and Richard Biri Vumbuka, and Moly Katanga was represented by Macdusman Kabega, John Jet Tumwebaze, and Erison Karahanga, among other lawyers. The Uganda Tourism Board has launched a campaign aimed at preserving nature and promoting local tourism before secondary school children. The campaign has commenced with an offer of free trips to Murchison Fall National Park to schools that took part in the crossfire debate at Kollo Independence Grounds in October 2023. According to Dr. Gesa Simplicius, the Senior Public Relations Officer, Uganda Tourism Board, students will relate what they have seen to what is being taught in class and be inspired to preach the gospel of embracing local tourism and nature.
This is a very good idea, and it should continue, because if people can get to see, if they can get to sponsor very many children to come here, they can also preach the gospel of how beautiful Uganda is. They only say Uganda Zabu, but we never know, we only end in theory. If more students can be encouraged to come to such places, it would be very nice, because they will spread the gospel out there of how beautiful Uganda is, and the tourism industry of Uganda can benefit a lot from this. We just never know what is available. So if they can print out literature or books or flyers that can tell students that this is available, and if you go to this national park, we can be able to see this and this animal, all the falls, then it will be a very good start. So even when the Uganda Tourism Board has not sponsored, they can actually tell their parents that I want to see this and this animal, I want to see the second biggest falls in the world.
From the experience we've had, they must have learned a lot, they must have appreciated the nature of the wildlife in Uganda, more specifically when Martian Falls. We've seen the wild animals, we've seen the falls, the nature of the vegetation, the good road network in the area, among other things. So they are going to relate what they've always had in class, theoretically, with what they have seen practically. They are going to appreciate the role played by the government in improving the sector, the wildlife sector. And you know, we've always had more external tourists, but now we are going to have more internal tourists, and at the same time they are going to develop that patriotic spirit. They are going to encourage their fellow students to always come and visit these areas, and not only their fellow students but also their friends and parents who are no longer in school.
The Uganda Tourism Board should be thanked because tourism, as we are all aware, is one of the avenues through which countries are making a lot of money. For this case, bringing tourism to secondary schools is such a great opportunity in that initially people thought that maybe students would not make tourists. They couldn't visit places like this.
Promoting local tourism. Moving on, a collaborative effort between Kick Corruption out of Uganda and the Uganda Human Rights Commission is bringing stakeholders and university students together to discuss the state of democracy in Uganda. The citizens' meeting held in Kabale town, Kabale district, aims at shedding light on the challenges currently affecting Ugandan democratic processes. Robert Kakuru, the executive director, Kick Corruption out of Uganda, pointed to a concerning trend in the 2021 general elections. Justice Simon Byabakama, the chairperson of the Uganda Independent Electoral Commission, offered reassurance to regional stakeholders.
Meeting for the election stakeholders to meet together and discuss issues that affect democracy in Uganda, but in Kigezi in particular. And the core reason for this is to reflect why do we usually have voter apathy in Uganda? Why do we hear citizens? It is a big question why we register Ugandans to participate in the electoral process. For example, in our 2021 elections, about 18 million Ugandans registered as voters, but only 11 million Ugandans participated in the election. Where are the other 7? Why couldn't they participate?
The existence of Uganda is not primarily determined by elections. In other words, Uganda will continue to be there even after elections are being concluded. Is the existence of the country primarily defined by elections, or it is the activities that we carry on day-to-day basis in our businesses, in our gardens, in our whatever, that define what Uganda will be?
Training is where those young people are registered. They allow their vote to be voted. 1,000 shillings, 2,000, 3,000, piece of soap. Why? Your vote is so valuable. You cannot put any amount of money to it. You can only provide in the context or in the terms of goods, services, and the policies the leaders that have elected are going to put in motion or in place for your benefit.
Senior Presidential Advisor on Political Mobilization, Alhaji Abdul Naduli, has called upon top leadership in the Church of Uganda to reconcile with the disgruntled section of Luwero diocese Christians in order to avert a possible split among Christians within the diocese. And Naduli made the call at Sekamuli Playground, Bamunanika County in Luwero District, where he was chief guest at a grand ceremony where a section of Luwero Diocese Christians officially handed over a new Toyota Vanguard vehicle to Reverend Canon Godfrey Kasana Semakula. Semakula had been initially nominated Luwero Diocese Bishop sometime in 2023 before the House of Bishops that sat in Hoima last year revoked his election.
Ebirenga tenda lufunyiro kwagala kwa Kristo kwayagala ekyo kitegeeza kisaabalabirizi akole kyonna ekisoboka okulaba ng'ekkanisa yaffe tebeera na lufunyiro olw'okulaba omwana waffe bwe muyita omwana waffe mukitegeera
okusigala nga tukyaweereza obulabirizi bwonna. Obulabirizi buno tubwagala, nze bundi ku mutima kubanga senga tekyali ekyo, senga birala nnyo, naye obulabirizi bundi ku mutima kubanga tewaliwo byenkoledde bwo olw'okububeezaawo. Kati mpulira obumi bunene nnyo, njagala sagala kubeera nga butabukatabuka, sagala okubeera nga tuli wamu, nga kanisa teyuga era nga teyabuka.
Oyinza okunyigiriza kasalanga ndi awo mumunyana nasondera bwerere kubanga ebyo twali batugamba nti ono kakute tewenyoma gwe Muisirayiri kubanga bagatya ate egindi eyivayo okuba omulongoofu Nazaresi. Kale naawe kakute tewenyoma kubanga omulokozi aliva muki abuddeyo kakati ate obibunaalira nga sitana akujjudde n'akozesa ekikyamu emyaka egyona negiyita nga n'ekikyamu ekyo tukiranga kyenenya kakati gobogati fe ng'abalokoka naloka kuba mudde gundi ate nga olwaleero kola bino
wadde emmotoka eno osale ng'otolamu endimise weewaabuso mu linnya lya kitaffe n'omwana n'omwebutukuvu.
That was in Luwero. We thank you so much for watching. Let's take a short break. Don't miss what we have on return.
Sigikira mulimo gwenkola ogukanikira babakasitoma bupawasobuni kimba n'obwire obwokutwala sente isomero ati nkyo amukolesa enkola ya MTN mobile money ni migasita 1065 star 8 nteekamu kodi namba y'omwana genda sente ninsasola ku lundi ntayina okuterebanizibwa koni katunga esimu kuruga mu MTN bantereire okubanza ntakiikirize nkaba amanyire bali bafere. Hanyuma nagenda nakakuza MTN awo nagamba ntungire simu eno kuluga mu MTN kyamazima okuba nk'abantu amanyire nti aliyo promotion. Hanyuma madamu akola MTN yangambira kyamazima kubasiima muno mwebale muno akasente kabaire kenja kusasula school fees tamwe kujja bakasasulire akani nja kasasulira mu bagenzi bayo abatabandi mwebale muno.
Together we're unstoppable. Uganda's biggest tourism and travel trade show of the year is here again. The 8th edition of the Pearl of Africa Tourism Expo Poate 2024 under the theme Responsible Tourism will be taking place at the Speak Resort Convention Center, Munyonyo from the 23rd to the 25th of May 2024. It's your chance to connect with tourism and travel professionals from across the globe. Discover travel holiday deals, packages, and so much more. Visit www.poate.co.ug to register and be part of the event. The Pearl of Africa Tourism Expo Poate is brought to you by the Uganda Tourism Board.
Ebisera by'okuzaayo abaana mu masomero tebiteekwa kukaluubiriza n'akatono. Eno kusimba nnyiriri mpanvu kano kalipagano ka bidduka. Simanya kuzunga na banka siripsi. Kati kati osobola okusasula school fees z'omwana wo ate n'okola n'ebirala ntoko ku ssimu ye ey'omu ngalo. Ekikola kyangu nnyo. Nyiga bunyizi *165*8 ogoberera ebikulagiriddwa oba okozese app ya MTN Momo. Ate kati okola ki olwaleero? MTN Mobile Money Uganda Limited erungamizibwa banka enkulu eya Uganda.
Gear up, grab your running shoes and join the race for life. Run 42, 21 or 5 kilometers to equip Kisoro Hospital's very first ICU. Then, after the finish line, groove all night at the ultimate dance showdown with DJs and performers from Uganda and Kigali. Secure your sport at virungamountainmarathon.org and be a part of history. Save the date, June 1st, 2024 at Shaza Ground, Kisoro Town. Race for a cause. Run for life.
Thank you so much for watching and welcome back from the break. Now, the Iranian embassy in Uganda continues to receive condolence messages from well-wishers who are commiserating with them following the death of their president, Ibrahim Raisi, in an helicopter crash over the weekend. Kampala Affairs Minister Hajat Minsa Kabanda is among those who have paid the embassy courtesy call on the same cause.
This incident was very hard for Iranian people. But you know, we Iranian people already had the experience of such a hard situation. And while we have very wise supreme leader in our country, and also Iranian people are very clever and wise, and they are supporting the Islamic Revolution and Islamic Republic of Iran. They are managing the country by themselves. Therefore, we will pass from this hard situation too. And as the Constitution says, the first Vice President of the Islamic Republic of Iran will manage the country as acting president. And now the acting foreign minister is also nominated by the government. And within 15 days, we will have 50 days, we will have the election to select the new president. And we are very kind, we are very happy that have very kind and good colleagues and countries and brotherly and sisterly countries that are supporting Iranian people. They try, as we try, to have good relation between our two countries. And recently, you know, the late president was asking from different Iranian government and governmental organizations and ministries to do something in relation with Uganda. And last week we had a delegation from ICT Ministry of the Islamic Republic of Iran. They had very good meetings here. They tried to do something in relation between Iran and Uganda. We will follow that. With support of the government of Uganda, and I know the Right Honorable Kabanda also will follow and will support and will give this message to President Museveni that the government, the new government of the Islamic Republic of Iran will continue its endeavors to have the best relation, more developed relation between Iran and Uganda.
First of all, death is for everybody. As a Muslim, I have to believe in that we should all die. We're all going to die. So everybody has her time, or his time. So that was his time. So we should accept as Muslims that death comes. It's a natural death. Whether someone intended to kill her, to kill them, or anybody, but it was his day. We could not change. So as a believer, I say it was his day. If it's my day, I will go. If it's his day, he will also go. So I'm so sorry about that. and I'm here as a minister for Kampala because I have a good working relationship with the Iran embassy. I've been visiting them and they've been visiting me, so that's why I'm here to pay a courtesy visit. But otherwise, we shall remain praying for him.
Uganda's digital consumers are yet to benefit from a great experience to access their portfolio tracking, investment and insurance through self-service portals. This was disclosed by Britam Uganda, a finance service provider, at the launch of Take Control of Your Money campaign in Kampala.
I'll show you the insurance end, but my Britam, the portal, has the investment side.
Company, our digital transformation journey started some time back. We've invested heavily as a group to be able to give you the convenience as our partners and our clients to self-serve. Let's start with travel insurance. It means I can be at the airport and I decide to buy insurance and I just check charge on my phone. I can be at a visa office. Imagine you're going for an interview in Washington and you get there, they tell you need insurance. You don't want to run around, right? So our partners in the travel industry, just know with Britam, now you're taking charge with your phone. You can buy your policy there and then.
In the industry of insurance, usually we are not very well known for innovation, but Britam always takes the lead. And in this case, we are leading in the sense that we're giving convenience to the client. The product we are launching today is not just one for insurance purposes. It's travel insurance, but somebody can buy it anywhere. You know what happened in Dubai airport, and you know about. When the floods actually stopped the entire airport, and we're there for days. So the convenience of travel insurance is very critical, and somebody should be able to buy it on the go. We also enable other policies like a motor policy. Somebody wants to cover their policy from the bond.
Wherever you are, you're able to interface with us 24/7 on a very secure, reliable and friendly platform, which is the My Britam investment portal. Security is top of mind these days given what's happening around cyber risks. So it is something that we are tracking on a daily basis to ensure that the likelihood of those very difficult events will not happen, and it's something that we'll keep tracking on a daily basis.
My Britam!
Thank you so much for watching. On the international scene, the death of Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi and Foreign Minister Hossein Amir-Abdollahian in a helicopter crash sparked reaction from world leaders on Monday. Heads of state from Pakistan, Russia and Lebanon remembered Raisi as a respected leader, while the United States acknowledged his troubled human rights record.
Expressed its official condolences for the deaths, but acknowledged Raisi's role in human rights abuses, including the extrajudicial killing of political prisoners in 1988.
We regret any loss of life. We don't want to see anyone die in a helicopter crash. But that doesn't change the reality of his record, both as a judge and as the president of Iran, the fact that he has blood on his hands.
Iran's vice president, Mohammad Mokber, now serving as acting president, said the deaths would not cause domestic unrest. But Iranians in exile celebrated Monday, saying this could be a moment of change.
This is definitely an encouragement for the people in Iran who have also been protesting until now. It will definitely bring the resistance in Iran a big step forward.
One analyst told VOA that Raisi's death would likely not have a significant impact on U.S.-Iran relations.
In the context of Iran and the Islamic Republic, on those very key issues, and U.S.-Iran relations is one of them, he was not the most important of voices. That is an issue that Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, keeps very much to himself.
Elsewhere in the world, leaders mourned Raisi.
I would like to express the deep sorrow we feel for this tragic accident.
Pakistan observed a day of mourning in Raisi's honor.
It is a very sad day for the Islamic Ummah. We are all very sad, and so are
the Muslims in the in the great country of Turkey, Pakistan, and Islamic Ummah.
Russian state television anchor Daria Kozlova shared a tribute to Raisi from President Vladimir Putin.
The Russian leader noted that Raisi had been an outstanding politician and, as a true friend of Russia, made an invaluable personal contribution to development of good neighborly relations between our countries and made great efforts to bring them to the level of strategic partnership.
And the Chinese Foreign Ministry said Raisi had played a key role in the alliance between China and Iran.
President Raisi made significant contributions to maintaining Iran's security and stability and promoting the country's development and prosperity. He also made active efforts to strengthen and develop the comprehensive strategic partnership between China and Iran.
Iran will hold elections within 50 days to elect a permanent president. Catherine Gibson, VOA News.
In the world of sport, over 160 young badminton players are taking part in the first edition of the Sharing Youth Junior Badminton Tournament that is taking place at Sharing Youth Center in Zambia, Kampala. These youngsters are competing in 3 age categories, including the under 10, 15 and under 19, to be awarded with medals, trophies and certificates at the end of the tournament. The tournament has had some of the notable faces that are playing in some clubs in the Uganda Badminton League, including Regan Nsubuga of Ndeje University, Christian Kadondi of Sharing Badminton Club, Eric Ofuyuru, Ndeje University, among other players. Ronald Lule, the events coordinator, Uganda Badminton Association, says that such tournaments will be conducted every holiday.
Special a total of about 108 students who have participated in this edition of the tournament. We have categories like under 10, under 13, under 16 and under 19, both boys and girls. We hope that the winner of the tournament is going to be able to walk away with a giant trophy, medals in the both gold, bronze and silver brackets, and all semi-finalists, whether winners or runners-up, are going to walk away with something come the end of the tournament. For this holiday, it is the last tournament. We would have had the Mbogo Junior Tournament this time. However, we are limited by time due to the many of activities that have been going on. That caused us to pull some of the activities back. So we hope that come the end of second term, we'll be able to do another edition of this tournament here at Sharing Youth Center Zambia, and another one at Mbogo High School, and another one, hopefully if there's enough time, at Ginger. One of the major causes of the increased number of participants is the fact that we've had some good coverage from the media, ranging all the way from the National League up to the national school tournaments, and due to the fact that now badminton is an inclusive and participative sport in all schools. It is almost an activity which is done like any other PE program in most of the schools. So badminton is a bit more popular right now.
And today at my day one, it hasn't yet appeared so bad because I have managed to win my under 13 game, and however I lost my under 16 game. These tournaments help to increase on my potential for winning, and they help to make me stronger than how I have been, and they help me to win medals. In the next 2 days, I will make sure that when I go back home, I listen to my coaches, my fellow friends, and to the bigger people.
And let me say briefly, my experience here has been really good. I got to meet great players and got some good experience from them, got to know some good tactics and everything. Yeah, I want to be a really good player. I want to even represent here the clubs I play for, and